Well, imagine being prepared for severe weather, but your weather radio isn't working. That was the situation for many in parts of eastern Iowa yesterday. This now begs the question, how would weather officials in our community address this type of safety issue?
Hannah Eckwald joining us in studio with more on this. This is new at 5:30. Panel.
Andrea and Sam, the National Weather Service in the Quad Cities said that old parts on a radio transmitter in Cedar Rapids allowed water into an antenna, which put it out of service. I met with Peter Rogers from the Sioux Falls National Weather Service to learn more about how they look to fix problems like these and help keep residents safe.
We start troubleshooting it right away and get in touch with the people that need to know and get it fixed as quickly as possible.
Rogers couldn't stress enough about the importance of being prepared. He said you need to have as many resources as possible to stay up to date on what's going on with the weather in case one of those resources were to stop working.
And so it's really this time of year where if you don't have more than one way of getting warning information or any way of getting information, right now is the time to be seeking out those different avenues and having them ready to go so that you're not scrambling at the last minute.
Not only did Rogers say weather radios were a great tool, but if they were to fail, he recommends utilizing the internet, listening to local media, or a weather app. Chief Meteorologist Phil Schreck explains what makes the First Alert weather app a helpful resource during severe weather.
First of all, it's free. If you're traveling, you can have it set to follow you around so you would get those alerts wherever you are located. You can pick out what type of alerts that you want to get: severe thunderstorms, tornado warnings, watches, flash flood warnings, and things like that.
In a circumstance where all your resources were to fail, Rogers says it's best to know basic information about weather to stay safe. This includes knowing the difference between a watch and a warning and exactly what challenges you could be up against where you live.
Here in the upper Midwest, anything goes but hurricanes, so we can get tornadoes, large hail, damaging winds, flooding. And we talk a lot about the differences and then ways to remain safe in those situations.
For more information on how to stay weather aware, the National Weather Service will be holding a class on Tuesday at the Washington Pavilion. You can also watch the First Alert Weather Special, which is available on dakotanewsnow.com. And you can stay ahead of the storm by downloading the First Alert Weather app by scanning the QR code that's on your screen. Sam?
Hannah, thank you.